So the reality about moving forward is that you start to accept the fact that not everybody's good for you. Some people ain't good for me. Some places ain't good for me. Even like some lines of work is not good for me. And not saying that, oh, I'm this arrogant person, I'm above everybody. No, it's that the way I'm going in life, that I choose to partner up with this person or this thing, that it's not going to push me forward, but it's going to pull me back. So when it comes to some of the decisions I made in my life, I made those decisions because the situations I was in was holding me back. Now I know it's some guilt that comes with that because you're like, man, I've been with this person for this amount of time and now I'm deciding to break it off. Well, that person wasn't good for you in the beginning. Just praise God that you finally realize now after all that time that, hey, this ain't what I want. Or maybe that you had like a certain mindset. For me, I struggle with that mindset, condemnation, always down on myself, always putting myself down. I had to realize, hey, that has not done anything for me. Like, I have been stuck. I have not been doing the ideas that I wanted to do. Like, it keep me, just back. So I like, no, I gotta put this down. Like, hey, God forgave me. I'm not in those situations no more. So I'm not fun to hold those things against myself. So when it comes to just letting go of things, don't just fall for that pressure to go back to them or to see what it would become, or if I go back to it, like maybe things would change because I changed. Not necessarily. I mean, we like to think that because we change and we go back to those old situations, old relationships, old places that, oh, I can finally change that. No, if God already gave you a no about certain things, it's a no. So pack your bags up, move forward, don't go back to that. Because I know some of these choices can be hard for people, especially if you've been in certain things for so long and you've been bound for so long, and just that thought of freedom is like it has you all scared. But just think about it. Like, would you rather continue being in a dead relationship, dead friendship, a dead place? It can be a dead church, a dead end job, and God will give you the opportunity to move forward, move to something more prosperous, something that's really going to bless you and help you. He's trying to surround you with the right people, trying to bring the right person to your life for marriage. You have to just let go of the past, and you do not want to stay there long because there is consequence for staying in a place longer than you should have. When I think about the Israelites, when I think about Moses and how how he had to deal with the Israelites, and they're up and down, up this way, praising God, now next day down, worshiping idols, and he had to deal with that indecisiveness. But one thing I noticed is that when it came to a promised land, all along didn't go because someone was still stuck on that old place, old mindset, old ways, and they could not bring those things into the promised land. So just saying, they couldn't bring that mindset of Egypt, those old ways of Egypt into that promised land because God had new standards and a new way of living for them. But some of them didn't want to do that. So they had to die in that wilderness. They could not move forward. So I look at that even at our lives. Like when God give us that time up for certain things, that you need to do that like right then and there. Because the longer you stay in things, you don't know what will happen. You don't know how things gonna turn out. So don't be scared to move forward. Don't be scared to make decisions in your life. If you know certain things are holding you back, certain people, there's even certain ways that you're doing, certain habits that you have. You know those things are holding you back. Do not be afraid to let it go. So I hope y'all got something out of that. I'm in my home where I guess I say that, my home where, but just want to have like that little, y'all, just personal convo one-on-one with y'all, because even in my life right now, there are some decisions that I'm about to make. And I want to make decisions that are going to be peace for me. Not make decisions to please everybody around me, but decisions that's best for me and my son to move forward into even a greater and a more prosperous place that God has for me. So y'all be good and have a great night.